Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to continue with this update energy reading for BTS members for the second half of the year. Today it's Namjoon's turn, it's RM's turn. So let's go with the tarot cards that he got. He got the card of the Hierophant, Five of Swords, the Sun, the Empress, the Justice, the Hierophant, the Five of Wands, the Strength, the Ace of Cups, and the Seven of Wands. And then I pull an extra card from the Oracle of the Enchanted, and I got the card of the Entwined card. Intertwined. I'm sorry, I didn't know how to pronounce it in English. So let's start with the tarot. The first road, actually, it's speaking to me. First is since the Hierophant is the first major arcana that is appearing. I think that there's obviously something about the company or about the way the company is like moving forward with a lot of projects, with a lot of ideas, with a lot of adjustments. I think that he also is kind of becoming probably more like interested also in the part of the management, and especially he wants to be involved in important meetings, or he just wants to be also informed about the decisions that are being made. And even though they are doing really well, because I see, when we have the Sun and the Empress. So definitely, if we talk about this company, and if we talk about BTS and everything BTS related, obviously there's a lot of prosperity, there's a lot of abundance, there's a lot of like a lot of growth. I think that definitely they can see the results of their hard work. And I think that if I see the Hierophant, that it represents an institution, definitely what Namjoon is showing me, or at least his energy, is showing me the importance of the everyone's role. That is not just the seven of them, that there are a lot of people behind the scenes, and that there are a lot of people taking care of very small details, and doing very hard and like very detailed work. So we need to be thankful to all of them and each one of these people. At the same time, he does worry for abundance and for prosperity for all of them. I remember, I think that the first readings that I did in my channel were about BTS and BTS members. And I remember that in his reading, I got this feeling, and this, I felt I was able to pick up his energy, that he was really worried for the staff and everyone that were working with them, because of the pandemic, and because of the fact that, quarantine and stuff, that they had to make a choice to hire like a smaller group of people, not like they used to. And I think that this worry is still with him till this day. I think he worries a lot about abundance and about prosperity. I think he has an unconscious fear of what happens if I run out of ideas, or what happens if I make a mistake, or if he's very critical with himself. This is very Virgo. I know that he is a very overthinking, but this is the first thing. and it's funny because the next cars are showing me the results of all the work, and I see the prosperity. But somehow there's like a discrepancy here between his fear of failure, or his feeling that probably what they are working on is not as good as he would like it to be, and actually the result being a success. So there's like a discrepancy here between what the reality shows him, that is actually good results, a good feedback, and how he really feels about the product itself. I think there's a part of him that it's not just about fear, it's about actually him maybe not being satisfied with the work that they are doing, and that he wants to improve, or he wants to take more time to do this, like very like in his way of doing things, very like meticulous and stuff. But I see the company pushing the products or pushing the promotions, being like, no, we need to release this, we need to do this, and them actually having a very prosperous feedback from the fans, and everyone involved, and he's a bit like surprised. I think that there's like this fear, but then he's like, oh, I worry for nothing because actually it turned out to be okay. But I think that he definitely worries. He worries that he would run out of ideas. And also, since this is next to the Five of Swords is next to the Hierophant, I think that there's something also about a lot of changes happening in this company, that I think that he also feels a bit like distrustful, like there's something that actually he's trying to be like, to evolve, to be open-minded, because he actually is like this. He is he likes to think outside the box, but at the same time he has this gut in his stomach, and I think that this gut in his stomach, I think that he should listen to it, because I don't know, but I think that probably it's the fear of change. When you see things changing around you, you are like, what's going on? Why now? But I think that it's normal, and at the same time, I would advise him to pay attention, because I feel like there's a part of him that actually he's very, I wouldn't say he's intuitive, but I would say that he's observant. He's a good observer. So I think that definitely there's something about these new changes, these new people coming in and people leaving, or something like that, that he's like, what's going on? That's why he was like, I was mentioning at the beginning, he wants to know. He wants to be informed about what's going on with the company. So he must have his reasons. That's all I'm going to say. And then, yes, then we have the Justice, the Hierophant, and the Five of Wands. So yes, with the Justice, yes, I think that definitely he wants things to be fair for them, for himself and for the group. I think that this is why he is so vigilant, and he is so like on his like on the defensive, because somehow he wants to know how these changes would affect them eventually, because it's like there's something about exposure that actually, I think that this is the same energy that I got from Jungi. Jungi also got the Hierophant. This is their Virgo energy in them. That definitely they want to take a break, or at least they want to take a time to be by themselves. Sorry. And when I get this knot in my throat, is because definitely there are a lot of things that he cannot express that it's related to this subject. There are a lot of things that he wants to say, but he cannot say it because he would hurt some people's feelings. Um, and yes, with the justice, and he's looking straight at the justice. So I think that he's like reviewing himself. He's like going deep into to himself. He wants some alone time, honestly, and he wants time to think, to reflect on himself. And also he wants things to be fair. So probably there had been like some kind of event or situation where he thought that the group was not, that they didn't get what they deserved, or probably that things weren't really clear from the beginning. So, and also the justice, it could mean also signing legal papers or a contract or something like that. So he is looking at that contract. He's like, and then we have the Five of Wands, and I think that this Five of Wands is definitely the Five of Wands also represents tension and conflict. So I don't see other figures here. So I don't think that the conflict is with the other members. I think the conflict is with himself. There are probably a few things that he had agreed on in the past that he was okay with, and now he's like reflecting on this, and he's like, I'm not feeling so good about this. Like he's getting like really hyper aware or very sensitive about what's going on around him. There are like situations, attitudes, people behaving in a certain way that he just doesn't have the patience to deal with them anymore. So this is why I think that definitely he wants to take some time off so he can contain himself from actually getting in a bad mood or probably saying something that could offend people, because he doesn't want to be rude. But at the same time, I see like this fire, this frustration, like building inside of himself. And it's all coming from his stomach. This is why he's such a Virgo sun sign, because definitely I can see his frustration and all his nervousness affecting his stomach, and him having this knot on his stomach, and at the same time being like very like on the defensive. Like this Five of Wands, it also represents this tension of you probably wanting to be more straightforward about how you really feel and being opinionated, but at the same time you have to hold your tongue in order to not ruin your image, so to speak. So, and then this Five of Wands also represents his moon in Sagittarius. You know that Sagittarius energy, it's very expansive, and sometimes Sagittarius energy and moon in Sagittarius, they tend to be very blunt, especially when they feel like something is not fair or that something is not there's some dishonesty, you know. So I think that he's really holding his tongue to not really say what he wants to say because he doesn't want to sound rude. This is his Virgo nature holding him back. But actually, I think that he definitely needs to be true to himself. I think that this is something that one way or another is affecting him, and I think it's affecting his health also, because I see him like having like these problems with his stomach, you know, like feeling really like sick. And this is because he's getting nervous, he's getting reckless, he's getting like impatient. But then we have the card of the last, and then we have the Ace of Cups. So definitely I see him like, yes, I think that he could definitely use these all these strong emotions that he's feeling, and with this hermit here, when he can get a bit of a free time and time for himself, he could like start writing something, or start producing, or start connecting with his emotions, and at the same time with I see him being really emotional, but at the same time him being really angry, because then we have the Seven of Wands again. So I think that actually, I want to be really honest, because I think that yes, at first when the start of the reading is talking to me about work related things, about the company, about other people, about what it means to be successful, what it means to be successful for him, what it means to others, other people's opinions, other people's shady reactions, shady actions, shady behaviors toward him, and the rest. Then him also wanting to be on his own, so he can think on his own, because he just needs to get away from the crowd. He's like being really sensitive right now. And at the same time, here with the strengths and the Ace of Cups and the Seven of Wands, he is on the defensive mode, because I think he definitely wants to he wants more time to focus on his personal life. This is the reality. He's really like, he is tired of thinking about work, and I think that he definitely should focus his energy, and actually his all these emotions that he has. He needs to start dating, honestly, guys. Start dating, or I don't know, because I don't see a person here, so I'm sure that I'm not sure actually. I'm sorry. I can perceive that probably he's thinking about, he wants to start something like romantic, but I don't see him like, I don't see a person, like I don't see his energy um like going towards someone. But I think that definitely, probably he had the chance to actually be closer or become closer to someone, but he became on the defensive because of his responsibilities, and because of all the work and all the pressure that he has on himself. But here with the card of the strengths, that in this deck, in this millennium toss deck, is called last. And the Ace of Cups definitely is talking about, he needs to unleash his nature, his true nature. He wants to be loved. He wants to be passionate about someone, about a bond. He wants to feel something. He wants a reason to smile, he wants to experience this so bad. And I think that he had feelings for someone in the past, but here with the Seven of Wands is telling me that he also was on the defensive, that probably he missed this opportunity, or he didn't do anything with everything that he was feeling, because he was on the defensive. He was like, oh no, I'm too busy, like I got things to do, I got things to take care, and he was like, no, I must not allow myself to feel this level of passion for someone. And probably it started as a physical attraction, because here with the card of lust, it talks first about our instinctive nature, our desires, and then next to it we have the Ace of Cups. So he wants to be romantic. He wants to start a love story with someone. And then, as you can see, the card from the oracle that I pulled, it's intertwined. And this card, if I don't know if you can see it, but it's the card that it shows a male and a female intertwined, like them one each other facing each other and like holding each other. Like he definitely wants to get close to someone. He wants to feel that connection. He wants to feel that proximity. He wants to be, and I think that when we think about this word intertwined, it's like he wants this kind of passionate love story where you feel like you can like intertwined with the other person's soul or something like that, something really deep, something really meaningful, something really intense and passionate. I think that this is what he's needing. I think that this is what he should be working and focusing on. I understand that he has a lot of responsibilities, and of course, him being really like uneasy about certain actions or events that are happening around him, it's normal, and I think that it's very mature, and it's very I respect him so much for being so hardworking, for being the leader that he is. But at the same time, I think that him as a man, and this is not about age, and this is not about, no, I'm talking about him as a human being, as this very sensitive young man that I'm reading for. I can see his and also I can sense his stress going through the roof. Like he needs to calm himself down. He needs to stop focusing his energy into into things that he cannot control. You know, I know that probably there are a lot of things that he would wish he could fix, or he would wish he could do better, but at the same time they're doing their best. And as the cards that are showing me here, the Sun and the Empress, success and good results and the opportunity to celebrate and be celebrated is going to happen for them when it comes to their work, their profession. And they are loved. They are nourished with a lot of love and acceptance. So I think that definitely he needs to start reevaluating his own desires, and at the same time his own emotional needs. I think that there's something about him that he's very passionate, that he has a lot of love to give, but I think that he had never until this day, he had never gave his an opportunity to actually be that man, be romantic, be expressive, be emotional, be passionate, be bold. Just like you are bold in your career, be bold enough to tell that person that you like or that you're attracted to that you want to get to know them, that you want to be closer, that you want them. Because I think that it's not that he hasn't had experiences before, but I think that somehow he is a bit of a virgin in the sense that he is not really good at communicating his emotional needs, and he does have a lot. This is why they're all piling up inside of himself, and this is why he's getting so nervous, because it's like he needs a companion. He needs to be more expressive. He needs to let the other person know. And I think that he's also very insecure about himself. He's like, probably he had never, like, if he had someone in mind, I bet he probably didn't make the first move, because he was like, oh no, I shouldn't. Oh no, I'm not her type, or all these, like, him doubting himself. And he needs to be more confident. He needs to be more confident. He needs to own his passions, but don't let these passions consume you and getting him all like anxious, because I see him like yes, it started to talk to me about work related things, but then it turned out to be more intimate and personal than what it really said at the beginning. So yes, this is all I have for Namjoon, guys. I'm going to leave it here because whenever I have, you know what I mentioned, that whenever I have to clear my throat, is because probably this person is going through a period of the time where he doesn't feel like strong enough to talk about how he feels, or probably this subject is something that he's still struggling to express himself. There are some words, some things that he cannot get out of his chest, that he cannot say. So I think that it's okay that we leave it here because it's his personal life. So I hope that you enjoyed it, guys. And of course, if you did, please give it a like and subscribe. It would mean a lot to me. You know, as I always say, I will keep the reading. I will keep continue to read for the other members. There's no need for you to ask me for the others because I will be doing all 7 of them. Of course, always respecting them because there are 7. And of course, I'm going to read for all 7 of them. So, and I would love to hear your feedback on this. So thank you so much for being here, guys. Bye.